So there is no possible way to put my camera because I don't have a mount. I didn't want to share with you guys that I got glasses. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, what are you, 90 years old? Watch this. I go from a 2 who also looks really smart. Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello.
Who are you?
What?
Oh my god, I almost lost my shit.
What?
I thought you didn't have the keys because the car went key not detected, and I was like, you locked it in the house. Can we discuss people who have said stupid things?
Sure.
Like about me being trans or not?
I think that we should get my coffee first, and then we can do that.
Okay, don't talk to you without having your first
Yes,
sip of
don't
coffee.
talk to me without me having my coffee.
How about just don't talk to me? Thank you. Right now it's like, that's really focused. 3 a.m. Sorry that our vlog didn't really, you know, go pretty far. We ran out of ideas to talk about things, and then we kind of just went about with our night. So I have a little story about some weird shit that happened. Sheila's sleeping right now. That's why I'm in a different room vlogging, you know, because like, gotta be nice to the wife, right? You know? So tonight we went out to a bar with my cousin and like some friends, and Sheila doesn't drink because she is holy. We went up to the bar, we got our waters, you know, how we normally would do. We're having a fun time, just chilling, you know, listening to music, having some fun, and things got a little racist in America tonight. I'm gonna tell from my point of view, because you know, I'm the one telling the story. So we went to 2 bars. The first one was cool, it was alright. And the second one, I guess we were in a bar with all white people. Oh, also, there was like this old sugar daddy staring at her all night, and I thought it was gonna turn into like some weird horror story, witches coming to steal her. We were in Salem, Massachusetts. Do you guys know where that is? It's like the witch town of like the whole United States. So I was like, this dude is a witch. He wants her, he's taking her, he's going to kill her, and that's just how the night's gonna end. So that's what I thought. But then there was a whole plot twist. We were at this bar, and Sheila goes into the restroom. So anyways, the woman in the bathroom is like, hey, like, you're so beautiful. And Sheila's like, thanks. And she's like, where are you from? And Sheila's like, oh, I'm from Canada. The woman was like, oh, that's really cool. What are you doing here, you know, in America? And Sheila's like, oh, well, I'm engaged to like to a guy, and he's here tonight, so that's the reason I'm here. You know, we're with his family, and we're just having some fun. And she was like, oh, that's really cool. So then I don't know what I was doing. I was sitting in a booth alone or something. Weird. That's weird. So then Sheila comes over with this older woman, and I was like, are you good? Like, are you okay? So then she sits down, and the woman's like, and I'm like, and Sheila's like, so then the woman goes like, oh, hey, like, I'm whatever her name was. I don't even remember her name. And I was like, hi, I'm Sam. I think that's all we said. And then my cousin came to sit down with us, and she's like, hey. And then we were all kind of like, hey. And it was really awkward. Now that I'm telling the story, it was really awkward. So then my cousin stood up, and then the woman stood up, and my cousin was like, you have nice hair. And then the woman said, this is where things get racist, okay? And they get more racist throughout the whole night. So when my cousin stands up and they start talking, the woman looks at her and goes, 90 Day Fiancé. And my cousin was like, what? And she was like 90 Day Fiancé. And my cousin was like, you should walk away now. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show, but if you've ever seen 90 Day Fiancé, it's like a show where someone from some other country is coming to live here, and it basically, like, if you watch the show, they kind of use the American people to live here. So basically what she was saying, and most of the time they're from like different countries. Like I've seen people from India, I've seen people from Brazil and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, I don't really care about the relationship, I just want to be a US citizen. So to me, that's kind of a racist comment to me. It's like, 90 Day Fiancé, oh, why? Because like she's not white. Yeah, my cousin took that as a racist comment. She was like, okay, I'm not gonna have this here. So she's like, yeah, you should probably just walk away. And the woman was like, okay. And then she walked away. We go outside, and I'm like, okay, we're in the witch town. Like, and I've seen a lot of weird people tonight. So I look in the window, and I see this woman like this. And I was like, no, there's a spell. There's a spell being casted right now. And then this security dude comes out, right? And then he's like, yo, so what's the problem? And I was like, all three of us were like, nothing. And my cousin was like, well, that woman inside, there was a woman inside who was being kind of racist, and she explained the situation, and he's like, so how is that racist? And we were like, what? And he was like, how is her saying that like racist? And we were like, because I said, have you ever seen the show 90 Day Fiancé? And he's like, yeah, like I've seen the show, blah, blah, blah. I don't think he's seen the show. And he's like, but I just don't understand like how that's racist. I didn't like his attitude, but he's very lucky that he was nice at the end, because I definitely could have hit you guys up and said, hey, this bar's racist. I don't think it would have ended well, you know, because we don't tolerate racism on Twitter and on YouTube. You know, that shit doesn't fly with us. After we told him, like, yeah, she was being kind of a bitch, he was like, okay, like, as long as you're not gonna, like, attack her, she's threatened. And we were like, okay. Like, we came outside to talk. Yeah, I'm gonna beat her up. I swear, when you go to, like, bars or anything, people always want to fight. Like, there's something, you could just walk by and people would be like, what the fuck did you just do? So then the night ends, and then we're all outside again. And then there's like this group of like 7 50-year-olds that are around us, and they're like apologizing about her comment. And it was really weird. And then the woman who said the racist comment was apologizing so much, apologizing. And then like, I was like, how are you gonna say that to her when she's from Canada? I was like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, Canada is a better country anyways, so what do you mean like 90 Day Fiancé? You know, people do that show to come to America because it's a better country, but I was like, Canada's just as good, if it, you know, even better. And then the security guard grabbed me, and he grabbed me by the hood, and he's like, well, if you think that, you can go to Canada, but like as a joke. And I was like, oh, okay. I would. Yeah, but anyways, that's my story. I don't really do story times on here. I usually like to do commentary, so hey, if you guys did like my story, let me know. I have a lot of stories in my life, and I would love to share them with you. But if you don't want to hear them, that's totally cool. If you did like it, let me know. Love you guys. I will see you next week. Peace.